What is up, disc golf fans, and welcome to the 2023 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship semifinals presented by Barbasol. I am not the smooth voice of Nathan Queen, but I do throw with the same hand as him. Name is Chris German, co-founder and co-owner of Gatekeeper Media. Along beside me, I have Nick Hanson, also with Gatekeeper Media, and we will be filling in for Fish and Queen here for this final Disc Golf Pro Tour event.
Yeah, I'm excited to close this event out here at Nevin Park. It's a great venue here for the last event of the year, as it's one of the more difficult courses we'll see on tour.
Yeah, as you can see our card, everyone is starting with 3 under. That is part of the new format here and the new finals that we have for the Disc Golf Pro Tour. You saw Calvin Heimberg starting with that 6-stroke lead on some of the members. As we go down this leaderboard, the top 12 will be moving on, and this will be a 2-round event essentially. So everyone will be playing 2 rounds in the semifinals. Top 12 moves on, goes to the finals. Simple as that.
First up on our card, Eagle McMahon, putting the Rainmaker, throwing the Mindbender. I'm sure we'll see some of those cloud breakers as well on some of these longer holes.
Yeah, Matty O, he was able to take down the chase card win over at MVP on our coverage. It's great to see that, get his first elite win. He'll be competing this week. I'm very excited to see him.
Yeah, and up next here we have Simon Lizotte. No surprise there to see him on our card. We've seen him numerous times this year. He's got that pixel he'll be putting with, some mid-ranges of course, and hopefully we'll see that time lapses. You know, that new Simon line has got everybody very excited.
And to finish out the card, Kyle Klein, the new major winner, added on there at USDGC. Very solid showing there. Was really in control most of the entire tournament. So,
all right, as we get into hole 1 here, 419 feet, par 3. As soon as you get to this gap here, you're gonna have this low ceiling. If you can get it through that gap at the beginning, you'll be inside the circle.
All right, everybody, welcome to our 2:35 p.m. tee time of the 2023 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship presented by Barbasol. At this time, please help me welcome Mr. Eagle McMahon.
Eagle McMahon just recently announcing that he will undergo surgery this offseason. So this will probably be the last time we're going to see him for a little bit until maybe mid-time next season. Good turn off this disc here. Gets about pin high.
Yeah, I heard that it was more of an elective surgery for him.
Together for Mr. Matthew Orum.
That's good to see.
Required.
Yeah, that's good to see at a young age, to make sure you're just taking care of your body for the long run. And Matty O, that was so electric a couple weeks ago. Very surreal. I mean, anyone that was there would tell you it was like a blackout moment. So cool to witness.
Yeah, the energy that we saw on those those last 6 holes really was something we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see him lace some of these tight gaps.
Oh, and getting the lovely kick. Gonna be right outside circle.
Please give a warm Charlotte welcome to Mr. Simon Lizotte.
Simon has been, like you said, on Gatekeeper coverage a lot this year, so no stranger to seeing him.
Going with a much wider route than the other two. Looks like coming up just a little short. Maybe an outside circle too.
Rounding out our card, please help me welcome Mr. Kyle Klein.
And Kyle Klein, he won at Waco from our coverage as well. Fun fact, there are 3 players on our card right now who won this year from our coverage on Chase Card, with Kyle, Matty O, and Simon. It's looking like it just gets hung up right there at the end.
Yeah, it looks to be pretty obstructed there, having quite the stretch.
He's going to have to throw a cheeky little forehand approach. Gets a good tree kick. Should have been only about 15 feet there. Little
And
offline
Simon, way off the mark on that one.
Wow. Everyone from the card so far is finding these trees. Hopefully they find them early, so that they don't find them later. Eagle with the birdie putt.
Good birdie for him there. This hole averaging about 0.28 under par. Only 38% of the field getting birdie.
A little short arm there from Kyle to start the round. Fortunately going to take that bogey. And with Nevin playing as hard as it is this year, they really did flip the course around, add a couple new holes, push things back, and this is probably one of the most challenging courses up there with Northwood Black. So these strokes that these players are getting are very crucial.
All right, here we are at hole 2. 366 feet. Left to right moving shot just slightly. If you can navigate these trees, you'll find yourself up inside the circle. We do have our first raised basket of the round. Oh,
good tree kick there. Actually going long of the basket.
Wow. It did look like it was going to be a good kick, but then just kept on sailing. Looks like Matteo has adjusted that and he's going to hyzer her out. And unfortunately catching one of those trees in circle 2.
And he'll be about 50 feet out there for his birdie look. This is looking good from Simon. Just needs to miss these last trees.
Good
Kyle.
reset from Kyle, but he's going to catch about halfway down the fairway.
You're probably about 100 out as this is looking great.
My goodness.
Wow.
Kyle Klein throwing it in from, how far would you think that is?
170 maybe?
Man, that looks perfect.
Yeah, that was awesome. It flipped up perfect. Good glide. Good thing he hit the basket, because if not, he was probably going to be 60 long.
Making up for that bogey on hole 1 right away here.
Wow.
Yeah, even he said it would have been 60 long.
Fireworks early here. That's the great thing about Nevin. This course really sets up for these long, kind of like circle 2 looks like this. Sets up for nice big putts.
Online, just a little low there from Matteo.
Simon, good circle 2 putt there. And we'll get our first Gatekeeper rewind as well. Looking like those new discs are working for him.
Oh. And this one actually 22% of the field birdied this one, with 2 of them coming from our card. That's a pretty good hole there. As we move into hole 3, par 4, 630 feet. You do have a Mando a little ways down the fairway there that you need to navigate left of, but then you're going to come back right at the end.
Yeah, this is where the course starts getting really tight and technical. We're going to see a couple tight fairways here. And if you kick off and end up in the rough, it's really tough to progress sometimes down the fairway.
Yeah, this hole came in as the 7th most difficult hole on the course today.
So kind of in the middle of the pack there. It's one of those holes, if you hit your line, you should be able to get up and down. Is that... You might be a little pinch there. That's going to be a little bit awkward. Might need to throw a big anhyzer to get around the corner.
Yes, he pushed that Mando tree there. Matteo getting a pretty good skip back into the fairway. Kyle's sidearm just a little inside there. Here's Matteo going with that big turnover to get down the fairway and making his way quite a ways up there into circle 2.
Yeah, good action there. That was a great shot. Simon will be throwing a similar line. This one looks like it's fading out, but I'd say a good tree kick kept him a little bit more in the center of the fairway. That looked like it was going to fade out into the woods.
Yeah, and as you said there, Eagle pinched, having to go with a very overstable turnover, giving him this bid from maybe outside circle 2. Should be able to get up and down for par.
Oh, good run there from Kyle.
Oh, Simon with another decent bid from deep.
Yeah, finding some metal. Man, these guys are feeling it from outside.
Whew.
Should just be some par cleanups here.
Only 2 birdies coming in on this one today. Ricky Wysocki and Adam Hammis.
Feeling great starts with a great shave. Today, the world is in the palm of your hand. Or at least this can is. For over 100 years, Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
All right, hole 4, 710 feet, par 4. Playing slowly right to left the entire way. This hole comes in as the 16th most difficult hole, playing almost 3.5 under par.
Yeah, I would say a must get at that point.
Yeah, and he knew it out of his hand that that was 2 inside.
This looks good from Kyle. Great shot.
One of these holes where a couple short mid-range shots will give you opportunity for birdie.
Nice there from Matty O. Yeah, it's good to see other discs used in the bag and not everything just be distance drivers. Simon getting caught up. He looks like he's going to still be scrambling to get up and down for par.
I would agree that, like you said, it's good to see other discs off the tee. I feel like there was quite a while there where courses were heading to just throwing your drivers as fast as you could, whereas these wooded holes are making players throw a more placement shot and then able to throw a faster disc on a second.
Yeah, Simon got about pin high, circle 2 look for par.
Kyle getting one into circle 2 there for his birdie look.
Looks good from Eagle.
Oh, what a shot. Skipping it into the bullseye.
Oh, not the greatest reaction there. Pushed him back about 10 feet. Man, these guys are just online. They're so close.
Oh, Simon getting one from deep for par.
It's going to be Simon's second rewind of the round through the first 4 holes.
It's a good place to be when you're making those. I know he wants to be making them for birdies, but saving strokes nonetheless.
A nice putt from Matty. Left side, sticks.
Looked like you giving that one a little body English there, trying to get it over that rim.
Yeah, with how difficult this course is, I think par is good. I mean, get your birdies when they come, but just keep the course in front of you and just play your game and get your pars. You can see Matty O starting with 4 pars in a row.
All right, we move into hole 5. Par 5 here as we head over some rolling hills and into the woods. Just over 1,000 feet, playing as the 11th most difficult holes, just barely playing under par at about 0.05.
Yeah, this is the first par 5 in a row. So these next 2 holes, it's back-to-back par 5s. So this is where the course can really kind of set you up for the rest of your round. Eagle turns this over a little too straight. Ends up right into that bush. That's going to be a tough out.
Looks to be having trouble grabbing some grip there, it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit. And as soon as he released it, he walked right to his bag. And he said, I need my birdie bag. So just some grip issues there from Simon. Could still get birdie from there, though. That's the good news.
As far as changes, they didn't really change this hole much from last year, correct?
No, this is very similar to... I think this is the exact same. Telling it to sit. He knows that OB comes up quick on the left.
Check up it does. Gonna be in a good spot down there at the bottom side of the hill.
And we saw Simon looking up over the trees, so we had to tell Catch Cam Dave, hey, he's going up and over the big hyzer. Unfortunately, getting caught up. He did penetrate into the woods, but still has a lot of work there.
And Eagle pitching it out into the gap. Smart play there. Still able to attack from birdie.
Just needs to miss it. It does. That's looking great for Matty-O.
Oh, Matty-O.
Wow, anytime you're getting the catch cam spinning, you're throwing a good shot. Kyle's, gets caught up, but still pushes down the fairway just as good.
Yeah, both guys in range about 200 feet, maybe 150 or so to the basket.
Eagle catching a tree only about 100 feet down the fairway. Now throwing 4, he's going to have to just try to save his par at this point.
Simon getting a big skip there at the end and a roll. Don't roll too far now.
Wow, only a 20-foot high skip there.
Yeah, that was a little absurd. Not your everyday skip. Eagle catching wood again. Scrambling for bogey at this point at best.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's going to be a tough putt for bogey.
Matty-O making it look easy. He's going to have himself a tapping birdie.
That's how you want to draw this one up. You see Kyle with a similar shot distance, but going with the opposite spin of the disc there and throwing a sidearm.
Yeah, and with that hill running and sloping that way, that was an interesting shot choice there. And right out of the hand, he kind of knew it. He pushed it a little too hard, and he was going to end up going down that hill.
Man, Simon with those putters, you never know when that disc is going to go in or not. Seems like it's always got a chance.
Good putt from Kyle to get the birdie. Eagle taking the double. And that was just a tough hole from the start. I mean, off the tee, going right into the bush.
Yeah, to a pitch out to then, just kind of chunking down that last third of the fairway.
And that's what this course will do to you. There's times where you just feel defeated and you just want to get off the hole, and you will throw the disc any way you can to get off the hole,
All right, here we are at hole 6. Like you said, our second par 5 in a row. We do have that Mando right early, OB all the way along the left side there. And when you get down here, you're going to have a small creek that you need to go over that is also OB.
Yeah, this is the old hole 18. It was pushed up. It was a par 4, but this is where Ricky Wysocki iconically birdied the hole back-to-back. So it looks like they pushed it back to the par 5 position, which is how they play it on just like traditional layouts, I do believe. Anytime I've came here, I've played to this basket.
Good shot there to start the hole. This hole is playing as the 7th most difficult hole and playing at exactly even par.
Oh no, Matty O kind of gets caught up there and does not get over, and unfortunately goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If you're trying to cut this corner just on the other side of the Mando tree, you really need to have that about 440 to 460 power, I would say. Come up just even a little short, you're going to be out of bounds.
Let's see if Eagle can bounce back after the tough hole 5 for him. Man, that was such a steep hyzer.
Wow, and that is so far up there.
Yeah, that deserves a replay. Throws it on such a steep hyzer with an understable disc that just flips up and glides.
Well, let's be honest. It's probably stable for most, but for him,
yeah.
it's unstable.
No. Suck.
He does not like it.
Yeah, just way too low out of the hand to get over that hill and then glide out any at all.
Kyle likes to go roller, which I like here. I think finishing a little bit more on the right side of the fairway on your second shot, kind of near these hills here, just sets up for an easier third shot. A little low from Simon.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't feel like Simon really likes this one. Probably much shorter than anticipated. Looks like Eagle's going with a mid-range for his second. Just getting that slow drift on the disc, and wow.
Wow, that late turn in the flight and just matching that hillside, that was really nice. Now, like you said, there is a creek down there with OB, so it can come up quick. Or if you try to go over, you can get hit by one of these trees and drop you down in that small little OB section. So Simon here, he is doing Simon lines.
What?
Big Anheuser.
What
It's
the
about
heck?
pin high, maybe right outside circle 2.
And just playing for a little bit of luck factor there with getting over top and hopefully just dropping down. Kyle is right. Catching but making it across. Here is Eagle's third.
Textbook from Eagle.
Should be up there for the easy birdie. Obviously, Eagle has the power, it looks like, to get there with throwing a mid-range for a second, but as you see, this green really doesn't allow for that.
That was a great shot from Simon to get through that. I mean, that was like a jungle over there.
Kyle connecting for birdie. Yeah, once you get in and around these greens, it's pretty treacherous. You got to be landed in the right spots to have open putts.
Eagle elects to go to one knee. Makes for a more comfortable and natural putt for him.
I just think the plastic is very premium. It's a high quality material. The way the disc feels in my hand.
I think it's the quality of plastic.
It's unlike any other plastic that you'll find in the industry.
The quality is better than any other company out there.
Again, just consistent plastic. It's something I can consistently trust on every single throw.
There's so many discs to choose from, and I guarantee if you tried every disc in the lineup, you're gonna wanna put multiple discs in your bag.
It's extremely high quality. You can only say so much, but they have to eventually just try it themselves and see.
All right, here we are, hole 7, 700-foot par 4. Playing slowly from left to right the entire way. You'll have an OB line all along the left-hand side once you get down here.
Yeah,
Sneaking back into this green here. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say, they really made this hole hard, pushing the green back and pushing the tee pad back. Having that OB on the left, this is such a tough hole now. Not that it wasn't tough before.
Looks like a good first shot there out of Kyle. Catching a little early, missing a little bit of its flight, but getting most of it.
Good shot from Eagle.
Wow.
Barely through that forehand, and it gets way down there. This looks a little too inside and a little too much hyzer from Simon. Probably wanted to push a little straighter, maybe even a little bit of a flex.
As we see all 4 of our players choosing the sidearm route, as it is the ideal route if you have a 350, 400-foot sidearm. Maddie getting a little bit of an unfortunate roll there. Simon going with another quite absurd line. Looked like almost a sky roller there through the...
Yeah. And it was set up as a pretty good line. It just unfortunately caught that tree. As Matty O pushes pretty far away from the basket after catching one of those last Guardians. Circle 2, maybe even outside circle 2 look for the birdie.
Kyle going to be right in that same area.
Simon throwing 3, trying to save his par. Or throw it in for the birdie, who knows at this point.
Yeah, he has seemed to be a little more gas on the pedal than normal today.
And now he's going to have a long look for the par save. Made one earlier, so not doubting him. I like the creativity from Eagle, just pushes a little too far left on the green.
As soon as he released that one, you could tell Matteo did not like that. As we have Kyle from the same distance. Seeing a common theme in this early bit of the round as circle 2 looks are where we're putting for birdie for most of the time. Oh, and Eagle just missing his. A little bit longer, a little bit more difficult course is really pushing these players' abilities.
Yeah, as this came in as the second most difficult hole on the day, 0.38 over par. With only 2 birdies. Shout out to Ricky and Anthony Barella. able to get the three. Couple cleanups. I mean, from holes 5 to 7, that is just such a tough stretch. I mean, par 5 into this really tough par 4. I mean, this course is testing the mental.
Hole 8 here, 462 feet, par 3. It's going to be downhill the entire way. I don't want to just keep one dead straight.
Yeah, I would say one of the more iconic holes here at Nevin. Always know this hole when you're throwing at the telephone poles. It's a nice big downhill shot.
Kyle catching one of the last trees, but we'll have a look for birdie.
Yeah, hard to tell whether that was good or bad. I think it was kind of similar results almost. Same distance probably as this. Doesn't hit anything.
Wow.
It goes long of the basket.
Thought it would at least fade out a little for him.
Yeah, or at least, hit a tree when it's going down that right side of the fairway. I like the idea for Maddie. You start on the left side and just have that drift.
Oh, and I like it. Oh, what?
Catching the... Wow, that almost went out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that... Phew.
I love that line.
Yeah, that looked really good out of the hand. He's lucky that stayed in bounds. Good work from Matty O.
Oh my, Simon from way deep again, giving it a run.
Yeah, I feel like we're on the cusp of something great here. There it is.
That was a good one there. You called it.
Birdie putt from Eagle.
Just right corner pocket, never a doubt.
Kyle looking to get a birdie for himself. And after taking the bogey on hole 1, he now finds himself 3 down and leading the card.
All right, we move into hole 9. Hole 9 is 580-foot par 4. About a 90-degree turn right for this fairway as you see it going left and then directly right. And then a little down this hill, you're going to see OB on this backside of the green.
Yeah, I love this hole. There's a couple ways you can play this. I feel like you can throw straight and just get down to the bottom or get down to the top of the hill. This line as well, where you can be more aggressive with a forehand and try to actually get down the hill. A lot more risky shot, obviously, but Eagle.
Progressing way down that fairway.
Yeah, that should be a pretty easy up and down. And then this is the more traditional, I would say. You just throw a straight shot to the top of the hill. Simon's going to go with that aggressive forehand line as well. And just throws it a little low right into the dirt. And then here, Simon picked up his disc and threw pretty quick and only went maybe 20 feet down the fairway. And as we're working down, he actually just picks his disc up and throws a roller down the fairway. So not really setting himself.
Yeah, kind of interesting there. I mean, there's plenty of golf left. No reason to be throwing these kind of shots this early.
Yeah, there's no reason to give up. I mean, you're still in it. You're right at the bubble. So, but I think that goes back to the theme where this course can just mentally beat you up, where some of these holes you just want to get off of them as bad as you can. As Lizotte, there's a great shot. So it's Simon throwing 4. And he's outside circle 2 for his bogey putt.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked pretty short. Klein here now.
Good approach from Kyle. And Eagle so far down this fairway. This basically has a jump putt.
Wow. That's lovely there, having a jump putt for your
Kinda
shot on a par 4.
Probably left that a little longer than he wanted. A little bit of a tester.
Would agree with you on that.
What?
Simon Cashy going from deep after that hole.
Whoa, man.
His third replay of the front 9 here.
What a roller coaster for Simon.
Wow.
To basically feels like he gave up on the hole and then make the bogey putt. That is just Simon doing Simon things. Eagle able to get that birdie.
Hole 12 here coming in as the, or sorry, hole 9 here coming in as the 12th most difficult hole.
Kind of in the middle, a couple birdies, bogey and a par. Or I guess this would be for birdie, sorry. Yes, this front 9 here at Nevin playing really long, really tough. 2 par 5s back to back, a lot of par 4s. Man, this is setting up to be an exciting tour championship as we look. Eagle and Kyle both shooting 3 down for this round, sitting them at 6 under. Lizotte and Simon still on pace though, still in the hunt. As we take a look at the rest of the scores, Calvin with that 6 strokes to start, sitting at 10 under for his total score. Very exciting stuff here, as this is going to finish up the front 9 of round 1 of the semifinals of the Tour Championship. We will catch you on the back 9. We'll see you there.